that's that's quite an angle downhill, and I don't know that I'll be able to make it back up if I make it down there. But it's too hot, and I'm gonna blow up a gasket. Also, I had to move the camera around this little feller. If you guys are familiar with these, this is a blackberry bush. Alright, so here we're going to get back to the possibly a large theropod, or not, I don't know. There's different parts of this that make me kind of rethink it. Now we can see the volcanic crustacean across it. You can see that it's got an organic form, and that this right here is obviously different than what's on top. It's different coloration, different stippling, different patterning. But you can also see on the top that this was at one point in time something that this magma flow on top, all through here, actually came to rest upon. And one of the things that lets you know that it might possibly be a dinosaur or a living creature, it might also be a funky portion of a tree. You never know. But what makes you think about that, since this is all, highly iron deposited, this isn't obviously the actual bone. If it was the bone inside, it's something that over the years has trickled out of the sediment that's on top. And we can see that here. Here we can see kind of some rust coloration right in through there, along what would have been actually what looks to me like part of the femur. But what I originally had seen is just this part up here. Now you can see, now that I'm looking at it from a different angle, you can see how it's a mud flow that basically that came over the top of this. And you can also tell that there was some gases of some sort. Now if you've ever seen steam vents, then these, well, it kind of makes sense. I had a guy tell me that when he was on the volcanic islands of Hawaii, that there was at one point there was some animals on his property that got covered in some of the volcanic stuff that was coming down, and that they had made basically holes that looked like antlions had been in them, because the water that was inside of the carcasses kept on pushing up through the magma. And of course we've got antlion holes here to show you. These are antlion holes. You might want to look these up. They're a pretty cool insect. Of course, you might also notice that I am not freaking out all bad like I was earlier. This rock, this isn't anything important yet. In a couple million years, somebody might dig that up and go, oh wow, man, this is some of that ancient concrete that they made back in the 2010s, man. Or not. Maybe it'll stay there forever. Whoa, whoa, shit. Ah, fuck. Anyway, this rock here, this is actual rock. It's not cement, and you can see kind of similar pockmarking in it as well. You can also see some of the tool marks in it. Of course, this isn't an archaeological dig here. This is what was a construction project here in Hood River. So yeah, I'm probably standing on a dinosaur or two. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what it is. It is cool to look at, and it is cool to use your imagination, though. Let's look at it from the top, because then you can actually see the direction that the mud was flowing in at the time. It would have been flowing this direction. And of course, there's some parts, like right over here, it looks like this layer here has a different texture. It's just a really thin, dark texture that's along part of it. Right along here, here. This stuff flakes off pretty easy. This is why dinosaur bones are actually put into casts before they move them. Could you imagine having to move this rock? Of course, here, oh! This looks like part of a bone coming out here. It's actually got, you can see the line of it going all the way up. You can see on the side how it's got separation between one type and the other, and it appears to end right around here. Or possibly, let's get it from a different angle. Anyway, I gotta make it down there to the water. My phone is gonna die here shortly. I was able to charge up both of my external batteries to about 1 or 2% charge. I got the net here, so I'm gonna put this in the water. It's still colder than the cast iron commode on the shady side of an iceberg, so these are all warm, like they're actually warm to the touch. So probably about 10 or 15 minutes in the water, and these will be cool enough to cool me down. I got that shirt that I'm using to carry stuff, and I got a blanket that I'm gonna make completely soaked after I jump in the water. I'm not in a good way, but I am certain that there are people, especially today, that are in a lot worse shape than me because I'm not a fucking idiot. Alright. Good to be ready. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Wish me luck getting back up the hill. Adios. Have fun.